Hi, I'm Lindsay Tucker, and today I'm going to talk to you about how to set up your grades at the beginning of the year using the Power Teacher Gradebook. Once you have your gradebook open, you go to Grade Setup here, and you want to set up starting with year one. And when you set up your year grade, each semester weight you want to select first term weights, and then each semester weight you want to set to be 40, 40, and 20. And then you click Save. And this is for an end of course class. So like this is my Algebra 1 Part 2 class, and they have an end of course test at the end of the year, which is weighted 20% of the final grade. If you don't have an end of course test, then you would just weight 50 and 50 for semester 1 and 2 and leave your end of course at 0%. After you've set up the year, then you'll click on the semester, set that up for term weights, and again you want to click on here and set them up for 40, 40, and 20. Same thing for S2. Of course, always save. Okay, the quarters might get a little bit trickier depending on how many categories you have for each one. You might have tests and quizzes listed separate. I have mine listed together as assessments. And, it just depends on how much you have. If you go by total points, then you would just select total points. Category weights would be how most everybody probably does their grades. We weight our categories in the math department 20 and 80% each. And then, of course, you want to save your changes. If you have to go back later and remove a category, then you would just click down here, the remove. If you wanted to add a category, then you would add in a category here. If you add an assignment, it's going to weight one assignment that amount, the overall grade. So that's probably not going to be the case. All right, once you have those done, then you can click this copy button up here. And if you copy, or if you do your same quarter each way, your setup, then you just click on Q1 here. Okay, and you want that same setup to go to Q3, Q4, and then back up here to Q2. And so you hit next, and then this is just verifying that you want that copied to quarter 2, 3, and 4, and so you click finish. Once you do that, then you can go into Q2 and see that it's all set up the same, Q3, Q4. Now your exams, you just want total points for that because your exams are just going to be the one grade, the one exam grade. Same thing with end of course, total points is fine. So now once you have your entire class set up, we've done all the quarters, we've done both semesters and the year, you can go back to the year and click this copy button. And then you can click the entire class that you want it to be copied to, and then you would select any of the other classes that you would want. So I'm just going to put in my homeroom since all my other classes are actually graded in a different way, just for sample purposes. And so you'd click next, and then you would click finish, and it would go to each one of those grades. Okay, but for now I'm going to click cancel so it doesn't change any of those grades. And that's how you would set up your gradebook at the beginning of each year. I hope this was helpful.